we present a frank and earnest discussion of Bible truths. Our subject for this program, the days of creation. There may be a Bible answer study group near you. If you would like to know, write to Bible Answers, Box 60, General Post Office, New York City. Are the findings of the geologists in harmony with the Genesis account of creation? But first, these discussions are brought to you by the Dawn Bible Students Association in cooperation with Bible study groups and the Friends of Frank and Ernest everywhere. And now, Ed, tell us why you believe in the Genesis account of creation.
Russell, the first chapter of Genesis contains the divinely inspired record of creation. Therefore, it's one of the most important in the Bible. If it is not true, then we would have reason to doubt the inspiration of the entire Bible.
But Ed, as you know, there are only 6 creative days mentioned in this chapter, yet there seems to be abundant geological proof that the work of creation required thousands, possibly millions of years. How can the two viewpoints both be true?
Well, Russell, in the first place, the 6 creative days mentioned in the opening chapter of Genesis do not pertain to the original creation of the universe, but merely to the preparation of the planet Earth to sustain plant and animal life.
Yes, I believe you're right. I never thought of it just like that.
In the very first verse of this remarkable chapter in Genesis, we read, and I quote, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth was." That is, it already existed, but was, I quote again, "without form and void." This, of course, was before the beginning of the 6th so-called creative days. That being true, regardless of how long a time the geologists assigned to the creation of the earth, their views would not be out of harmony with the Bible, for the Bible gives no length of time for this original creative work.
But even so, Ed, the development of the earth from a shapeless, empty waste to a place suitable for human habitation would require more than 6 days.
Very true, Russell, but we do not need to conclude that those were 24 hours.
Mail your request to Frank and Ernest, Post Office Box 6.
Even more when you read the creation book. Will you tell our listeners how they may obtain the creation book free?
I'll be glad to, Ed. Friends, the creation book is filled with faith-strengthening facts that will be sent to you free upon request. Here are some questions you will find answered in the creation book. How did the serpent talk with Mother Eve? How does population explosion prove the truthfulness of the Genesis account of creation? The creation book answers these and many other questions. Besides, the creation book cites the opinions of many noted scientists to the effect that evolution is still an unproved theory. I am sure you will truly enjoy reading the creation book as I did. It will make the Bible more real to you. So without delay, send now for the creation book. Simply mail a card or a letter to Frank and Ernest, Box 60, General Post Office, New York City. May I repeat the address for your convenience? It is Frank and Ernest, Box 60, General Post Office, New York City. Ask for the creation book. It will be sent to you free by mail and without any obligation.
Send for your free booklet today. Mail your request to Frank and Ernest, Post Office Box 60, New York, New York, 10116. To repeat, mail your request to Frank and Ernest, P.O. Box 60, New York, New York, 10116. Or call this toll-free number, 1-800-234-DAWN. That's 1-800-234-DAWN. The booklet will be sent to you free and without obligation. This program is brought to you each week by the Dawn Bible Students Association in cooperation with local Bible study groups and by the many friends of Frank and Ernest everywhere. To repeat, call toll-free the following number, 1-800-234-DAWN. That is 1-800-234-DAWN to receive without obligation the free booklet offered. Please include the call letters of this station with your request. Ask your friends to listen to our program, won't you please? And now, goodbye, and may God bless you.
From shore to shore, till moon shall wax and wane no more.
Shore to shore.
Reading from Revelation chapter 2, beginning with verse 12, the letter to the church at Pergamos. And to the angel of the church in Pergamos write, These things saith he which hath a sharp sword with two edges. I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days when Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you, where Satan dwelleth. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols, and to commit fornication. So hast thou also them, 1800, with Jonathan Edwards in Northampton. And I'll read a little bit of here of some of that took place. Jonathan Edwards wrote this. In the latter part of December 1734, the Spirit of God began to work extraordinarily among us. Suddenly, one after another, 5 or 6 people were miraculously converted. I was particularly surprised by the story of a young woman who had been one of the greatest company keepers in the whole town. When she came to speak with me, I had never heard that she was serious about anything. Yet by the conversation I then had with her, it appeared to me that she gave an account of the glorious work of God's infinite power and sovereign grace. She told me that God had given her a new heart, truly broken and sanctified. I could not learn about it, and I have seen much in my acquaintance with her since to confirm it. Then we read, God made it more than anything else that ever came to pass in the town, the greatest occasion of awakening to others. And so this woman here saved that which was lost. He came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. And all of us are sinners. And I had to learn what a sinner I was. A sinner that deserved hell. A sinner that needed to be saved by God. As I learned then, if God didn't save me, and he did it by his grace and by his power, not my own. I said, if God doesn't save me, I will go to hell. And I knew it, and it was true, and I still believe it to be true. God saves the sinner and brings the sinner to Christ. As Christ said, they will be taught of the Father, and those that are taught of the Father, come to me. Have you come to Christ by God's teaching and been saved?
Thanks for listening to Call to Worship. If you have questions or comments regarding today's program, you can write to Zion Chapel, 937 Royce Avenue, Holland, Michigan, 49423.